As promised. Oil stuff. Let's get it. So, I need... Yeah, I don't have any right now, so I need 6 pumps. I have the storage tanks for the crude. Yeah, real quick. Because I'm not going to be building any more train stuff for the time being. So I can toggle off that. I have inserters and belts on the right half of this. So what else? Pipes on this as well. Pump. I should theoretically be able to put medium poles there, because I only need big power poles very intermittently. You. Storage tanks. That should be fine, right? I think that should be good. Right, so here. Oh, wait a minute. Do I only need 3? Look over here. Yeah, okay. Got it. So you can only have 3 pumps because there's only 3 tanks on a fluid wagon. So I guess a fluid wagon can hold 3 different fluids. Interesting. Okay, well, I've learned something. Presumably important, at least. A little annoying for my symmetry brain, but... whatever. Why are you not... Oh, because you're on... Yeah, you're not out of fuel, right? So you're just chilling? I really need to remember next time to make pull, like, whatever the pull equivalent of pull off is. So the trains can go past. Yeah, if this is occupied, I don't want it to... I don't want a train to stop there. So, yeah. I don't want them to turn into here if there's an oil train there. Because it's effectively going to be obstructed for however long. Because it doesn't have a drop-off yet. Well, now I know. Yeah. No power. Well. Oh, yep. There we go. I mean, there is no reason for a train to go this way yet. Unless it needs to do that to get onto... Well, it should be fine, actually. If it wants to get up here, it can just go zoop. There's no thing that would draw a train to drive into this bend other than the oil. But still, I want them to be aware. So they can path around and go on the loop if they have to at some point. Uranium. Okay, enough screwing around. You know what? Real quick, I'm just going to grab the big power poles and extend them this way. What the? Bruh. dude. Fine. Well, yeah. Let's just make a handful of pipes. All right, crude storage. I guess, yeah, from here it's time for... I guess the water will be... Oh, no, I can't put the water there. Can I? Yeesh. This is why I need to figure that out. But yeah, there is no water near here. So I am actually going to need a water train. I guess I'll probably make that branch off of here. Because that's like the nearest reasonable water source. I mean, I could go up here, I suppose. That is technically closer to the oil, I believe. If I have it consistently zoomed, I can measure roughly from the center to there with my hand on the screen because I'm a dope. Yeah, it's a shorter distance to that lake in the top right compared to this body of water. So I think I will actually just extend this. I'll keep the loop there so they can loop sooner. Hello. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put the water drop off. I mean, I don't have to do it right now because I only have simple oil processing. But I'm trying to plan ahead for advanced oil processing. I'm trying to decide where I want the station for water to be. I'm starting to think maybe it just needs to be the station behind the crude oil. Maybe. Because I could make this into a T-junction and have a loop here so that they can go back after dropping it off here. So I think I might put the water station in this spot. So let me try that. If we have that here, and we have our 3 pumps, I also realize that I only need 3 pumps. Also, that's in the wrong spot because these take up 2. Because the fluid wagon only has 3 ports, is the word, I think. So, yeah. Well, I can make water come to oil. It's right here. And also, I just decided that this would be a nice spot to put the oil processing, because it's just this big empty square. And yeah, that is a little silly. And I actually probably should make that T-junction like I was talking about, so the oil train can just go zoop, like that. Maybe even make that a 4-way junction with another loop on the end. I don't know. Square mentioned. But yeah, let me just... Oop, wrong button. Here we go. And yeah, I'm still using this messed up rail circle. I don't... Wait, why am I letting go of... Why am I queuing for the chain signal when I need to place more of them? Silly. Oh, this is too close. I can't put that signal there. Thankfully, I can fit it in there. Yeah. Ironic. Yeah. That is a little funny. Okay, so we got this loop so the oil train can just go whoop, 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 plonk. And then, yeah, I guess it would have to go down to the copper and then back up, but that's not that long of a distance. It'll probably become an actual loop once I go to the uranium, so... Yeah. I guess I have to rename this now. Whoop. And that's oil drop-off. Okay. Why aren't you oil dropping off? Oh. Because I haven't added oil drop-off. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm not on the rails. I just had this moment of hold on a second. Oh, that drains nice and quick. But yeah, yay, oil. Where'd that go? Whoa, neat. Watch streak reached. A 5-stream streak. Neat. Yeah, it was close. I saw my dot was overlapping the tracks. I was like this. Whoa. Anyway, okay, so we have our water station over there. That'll be fine, I guess. Which means I do actually want to... Yeah, I think that's okay, because it'll notice if I... Yeah, the train at the water station will be taking up this block, so the chain signals should tell them that will be an obstructed exit. So they'll have to go around a different way, which is probably fine. Because they can get down here by going around this way. So it'll just be a mild detour. Okay. Alright, let's... Oh yeah. This is probably not the most efficient, but... I mean, it's symmetrical. So, any one input can go to any of the 3 outputs. And then I just put a loop on the end so that they can go to the other... They can turn around if they need to, and then go into any of the other directions. So it's like a T-junction that you can bounce off of, if you think about it. And go in, and then turn around, no matter which way you come in. So it's not a real 4-way crossroad yet. But yeah, this is going to be the water pickup. Yeah. I mean, this is like the obvious 4-way intersection. And I know that it's not efficient because I can't break up the grid on the inside any further without without redesigning it somehow. But yeah. It can indeed do the thing. I do love right here's 3 train tracks crossing. Up, down, left, right, and then a diagonal. The only way it could get any crazier is if, excuse me, if there was an actual diagonal rail going through this for some reason. Which would just be crazy. Anyway, yeah, okay, we got water drop off. In fact, let me actually recolor this because it'll be fun. Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, he's now on his 90 seconds loops. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why he doesn't turn this way and then go... no. Because he can't get in from that side. It's a this way. So that's why he can't do that. And I guess it's easier than going into the loop. Because you have to come in from this side because of the way the station's set up. Interesting. Good thing there's a loop here then. Otherwise you would have to go really far in order to turn around. Loop's important. I wonder if that's part of making a really good four-way intersection. If I actually had a real loop, I would probably use a loop as a basis for it. Do the equivalent of a roundabout rather than an intersection. That might be it, actually. Instead of just making a T-junction and mirroring it. I'll have to think about that. Okay. I'm gonna need to go pick up more iron. But that is water. These are full. So yeah, let's see. If I ghost some pipes, actually I do want a pump here. Actually, put a pump there. Oh, nice. Ghost some pipes out. I'll probably do undergrounds properly later, but I just want to have the full line visible. I know I'll have to do undergrounds because oh god, they don't stick to your stick to a straight line. But yeah, I know I'm gonna have to do undergrounds because of the way you have to alternate the inputs for advanced oil processing. I think I want it on the outside, just to give it more space to go to the right. And we can do the same thing here. Oh. Yeah. Wait, that works? Oh, cool. Yeah, that actually connects. I didn't know that. Let me do that on the other one, actually, because that looks nice. Yeah, because that also gives more room up this way. Right. Like, that does connect. Does it not? Huh. If I put a pipe here, pumping speed 0. Okay, no, I don't think that actually works. Let me try that again if I put it on the end of it. No, it's not pumping either way because there's no water. That would be why. Okay, so hang on. Before I finally decide this, I gotta go put a pipe on the end of the other one. It looks like it connects, so let's see. No? Yeah, because it would join up here. So wait, if I put it like that. Oh yeah, now it has crude. Okay, it does not work through the sides, despite the visual of the thing. Damn it. Because that's really cool. Okay. So... Let's just do this for now. Just so that I have the guidelines to work with. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not going to have that many oil refineries right now. But I will want them at some point. Yeah, that's a nice little space for them. For now, I need more pipe to ground. Ugh. So much iron for that. I'm going to have to pick that up later. Okay. Theoretically, that would work. But I think we both know that it's actually going to be one higher for compactness' sake. Also, yeah, I'm going to start doing the ghost pipes. But yeah, I got to hold left click there. There we go. Much better. Ooh, that's a close one. It almost makes me want to move it over, but then it wouldn't line up nice. So, yeah. Oh no, I still want to do it in ghost mode. And then nice. Okay, yeah. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. I don't think I need to cover both ends with poles like this, but I mean, it looks nice having it be in the middle like that. Excuse me. Heh. Oil. Okay. And look at it go. Now I just need to hook it up to power. Simple enough. I'll put it there. Yay! Petroleum time. 13.5 hours to get petroleum. In my defense, I basically had to play everything pre-oil twice. Alright, now it's time to decide. Where'st will my chemical plants go? Because I need to ghost plan the output. I think... Yeah, because it's heavy oil, light oil, petroleum gas, right? Okay, and then... yeah, we don't need that side there. So let's go E, 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 E. Nope, don't need that one there either. Okay. Why are you not ghost connecting? I guess because it's not an input. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, theoretically, I should probably... Because now I'm thinking about, do I want to take all of the oil products and put them on their own trains and take them elsewhere to be turned into stuff like sulfur and plastic? And I think the answer is yes, which means I'm going to have to start moving out into this area. Is this? Oh, it is not quite aligned. Oh, that's annoying. But I wasn't obeying a grid to begin with, so it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, I think I am actually going to make like a triple off-ramp, so to speak. And have 3 parallel train stops for oil products that then go off to here. Actually, I think I want him to go left. Big think. Because if I... basically do this 3 times and let this be an intersection that leads to the chemical plants. That would be interesting. Okay, wait. I just tried to jump with space. What the fuck? Whomst do I think I am? What game do I think I am playing? You rogue. So if I do this, then I would need to do it again. And then... no, let's... no. Oh, because the power pole is in the way. God damn it. Thankfully I can move this. Because this one's closer than it needs to be. So I should be able to... oh, you can get even closer than that. Well, I don't think that'll work because I need the space. Yeah, so if I do this, I need the space for the station to be able to show up on the end. Wait. The middle one. So if I put station, oh yeah, because the mech armor can jump, and that's in the Space Age DLC. I do love that they basically made squeak through a vanilla feature that is very end game. Like the spirit of squeak through. And as a non-DLC haver, I have to use the mods. Okay, so pumps. This is the big one that I was worried about. Oh, okay. Actually, I have to build the damn train, CJ. Okay, so... Is this long enough for what I want? Oh, that's the wrong side of the tracks. That's why. Yeah, I actually don't remember what planet Space Age gives you mech armor on. Okay, yeah, that's why I wasn't showing up right. That is enough for... oh, no, not quite enough. I want the 4 cargo, or the 3 cargo wagons, or fluid wagons, and the locomotives. So it needs to be at least, like, here. And then... ah, yup. Exactly what I was fearing. That takes up the entire thing, so I can't have underground pipe. So I need to make these one further apart. I really should have built the one that was further in the most. But yeah, I have to move all of this. Let me actually build this one out. Why not? Because this one will actually work. So yeah, the locomotive and its 4 wagons, it'll fit right there. And then the trains, pumps. I don't need 6 of them. And then... oh, I'm going to have to alternate, aren't I? Okay, so that's fine. Oh, wait, I know what I can do. Yeah, we have all this horizontal space. Let's just move the station up by, like, a whole train's worth? I think we have the space to play around with for that. Because then I can just do... that. And then they definitely won't touch. And then third but not least... oh. Well, that's awkward. I can put that there. Is that... no, that's not right. Yeah, there we go. And then way out. I mean, I'm going to have to make him go somewhere. I don't know which direction I want them all to go yet. But as long as we do this, then I can... there we go. Yeah. Cool. It's like a larger scale version of the staggering here. Alright, yeah. That actually works out surprisingly well. A surprisingly efficient use of space, considering this turns inwards as soon as it can. So with that in mind, I should probably make it do something similar for this. So that it can merge back into the... It is the correct direction, right? Yes. Nope. Yep. There we go. Yeah. 3 loops. Spaced apart. Just right. Okay, now I need to do some train stuff. I think this needs to become... well... Yeah, because there's turns off, so it'll be blue. Just put that there. And then these here? Yeah. Yeah. And then they just have to wait for a train to be past this before they can turn. That way it's definitely out of the way of anything coming down this way. This is the sort of thing I should have been doing this whole time instead of just putting stations on the actual on the rail network. But alas, didn't think of that soon enough, and now my whole base is built around it. So it'd be weird and difficult to change it. Let's see. So I got water. Wait. I got water. Almost forgot there has to be an unloading set of pumps. Yeah, that's a learning moment right here. Indeed. Yeah. Before I do anything else... Okay, which one is going to be which? Because, I mean, they all have the same... They have to travel around the same amount. So, I mean, I guess I want to peel them off in order of height. So this first one should be heavy oil, right? Heavy oil comes out the left side and then light oil in the middle. So this will be heavy oil pickup. This will be light oil pickup. And I mean, I can change them later. And then this one is petroleum gas pickup. Look at that rainbow of fluids in the station list. Ugh, excuse me. Okay. Cool. Alright. Oh, that's beautiful. Just the right amount. It's almost like that's done on purpose. Kind of feels like it. And then we'll do the same here, just so that all the plugs are, you know. So first, let's get the heavy oil pipe. Oh. And then that. Actually, no. You don't need an output pipe like that. You just need that. Yeah, how about that? And then this. Yep. And And then the same thing, but for the petroleum gas pipe. The staggered stitches. Sounds like some kind of curse. Yeah, it feels like a waste of material to be piping it like that. So it'll be a little bit funny, but ultimately, I think it'll make sense. There we go. Yeah, that to there, to that, to there, and then that just goes all the way like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that looks a little funny. And both of those cost 10 plates, or the pair of them cost 10 plates, so I feel like it's more materially efficient. It almost looks like sheet music. The oil melody, I guess. Anyway, that is theoretically all of the pipe work that I'll have to do here. And then I can just start building the actual... I think I'm going to turn this into a four-way intersection and have the oil cracking be like in this general area underneath the copper smelting. Generally. Probably going to have to put a wall here for these biters, but yeah. Theoretically, that'll be good. I might have to turn this into a T-junction and bring the rails out this way, and thus box in this entire biter base. But that should be fine, really. We've got tech... as long as we ignore this biter base, we've really just got this huge space for potential oil processing. So yeah, it is going to be like... That is a good question, actually. How do I want to balance it? Also, oh yeah, that really makes it look like sheet music. I wonder. Anyway, yeah, good question. I need to think about. Because, yeah, after a certain point, you just want to crack the excess light oil and heavy oil into more petroleum gas. Except for, like, making rocket fuel. That's light oil's best use. And then, obviously, heavy oil makes lubricant. I mean, if I need to, I can always just make, like, a little thing up here with chemical plants to do cracking. So I can have, like, above it, like, just doink, doink. And then, I guess I could have pumps on the opposite end, couldn't I? Unless, no, because that would, I guess I would have to take away one of these and have it be on the opposite side. But I could do it if I need to. Yeah. It'll be a little weird, but I think it'll be okay. So. Whoa. Okay. Ow. I'm gonna go grab some plates, make some more pipes. Yeah, I think, you know what, before we go there, I'm going to wall off this spider nest to the best of my ability. I don't have one with walls on it. I guess I'll put walls here. Hello, little guys. No, don't go that way. No. Damn it. Walk back inside, please. I wish you could lure them like Minecraft animals. Oh. Interesting. Oh, come on. Please go that way. Please move. No, the good thing I closed him in. Give me a minute. Come on. Come on. Dude? He's literally watching paint dry right now. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll just have to live with that. Stubborn guy. Oh, no, he moved. Wait, quick. Okay, good. Whew, okay. OCD satisfied. Plastic's going to be interesting because of the coal input. And sulfur's going to be interesting because of the water input. Wait, why am I coming here for train? I'm not coming here for train stuff. God damn it, I meant to go over to the iron plate smelting. I'm not used to having that set up. It was right there. Sometimes I really do feel like a doofus. I mean, I guess I could have and probably should have picked up more walls. Damn it! I'll go let him in through the wall. There we go. Okay. It is a bit of an interesting sub-challenge. And with that, I actually think I can pick this up because there's not going to be any more biters going over here. I love the way the light cone just wiggles. Okay, so now we can take those walls and turn them around and put these guys in. Oi! God damn it, not again. Okay, yes, indeed, not again. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I don't think they'll path that far out, but still. Okay. Yeah, they're all inside the box. Oh yeah, that actually also means I can remove the wall outside of there. Yeah, they just don't seem to absorb it. But yeah, you can see it's still simulating pollution. Trees are absorbing it. In fact, here you go. Interesting, the electric miner drills oscillate, and the boilers too. The pump jacks are completely steady. tiles and trees. But yeah, you notice no biters are on the list at all. Pollution absorbed by damaging trees. Huh. This world hasn't existed for that many hours yet. Huh. 4 hours ago. What was I doing 4.5 hours ago that damaged... Oh, I was clearing out all those trees for, what's it? The oil. And the rail. Yeah. I didn't know damaging trees made pollution get absorbed. I thought that would produce it. Weird. I may have run into a few electric poles. 0.2 a minute. Interesting. Oh. Pollution absorbed by damaging trees. Okay. Trees take damage in order to absorb pollution. But then also, what's this then? Like, they just do it anyway and then they're fine, as opposed to doing it and then not being fine? Like, what's the delineation there? That looks much nicer. Fully boxing in biters is pretty funny. Where else in the universe would you see something like that? It'd be really funny if this actually worked in vanilla, if the walls were just high enough to block out their view of everything. Or some kind of expensive dome that you could build over biters with like a glass dome, like in like a Mars habitat, so that it would filter the atmosphere so they don't smell the pollution. Oh right, I wanted to iron. Well, where am I going? What am I doing? Where am I off to? Yeah. Yeah, I'll just take it. There we go. I need plastic. Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, I just wanted to be able to make a bunch of pipe. Okay, that's used up all my iron. Nice turnaround. Pollution damage to trees depends on pollution level in the given chunk and a roll of the dice if a tree actually gets damaged. I see. Oh, wait, is that why high pollution intensity causes trees to, like, lose their leaves and stuff? Is that the visual representation of that? Okay, so that's how that happens. That should be enough. The 9 pumps for this. And then a bunch of pipes. Nice. I don't have any regular pipe. There we go. Okay, now I just need to manage the rest of this. Yay! So now, in theory... Oh, I need to handcraft another fluid wagon. Yeah, I don't need terribly many of them yet, so I'm okay with handcrafting them for now. Not ideal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And there we go, we're making petroleum. I could be using the icons on the train name and just have that be the entire name of the group, but I feel like having the text looks nicer than just a single symbol. Petroleum trains. Petroleum pickup. Full cargo. Or 90 seconds. Add interrupts, refuel. I really need to get coal in my inventory going on. Yeah. Let me actually go do that. Because the last time I put wood in there as like a temporary thing for it to be able to get to the refuel, I ended up having to go unclog everything because it was just stuck waiting at the refuel station. Actually, no, I think I patched that by giving it a similar timer. Like, after 30 seconds, leave the refuel station. So I think I actually can just give it a bit of wood. That should be fine. Go, go, go. Oh, it's purple. Oh, yeah, because I guess the pipe... Yeah, the pipe network for petroleum gas is purple. I think because it is actually very slightly purple if you look at, like... Yeah, if you look in here, it's very slightly purple there, and also on the HUD. Like, the amount inside the pumps is purple. I don't know why petroleum gas is purple, but it's purple. Oh, there we go, purple. Is it... Oh, it's pulling an end left. Yay! And then it'll burn through the wood. And then once it drops below 100 coal, or below 50 coal, it'll go back to refuel. Oh, it's no longer accelerating. Ooh. Cool. Oh, that takes a lot longer to pump than I thought. Okay, I need to make this like 120. Even longer still. Although that's partly because these are empty, so it's not entirely fair. Oh, nuts. I just realized I don't have storage tanks for the outputs of these. Oops. Yeah. Oh. No, not yet. Well, a little bit. But we're not, like, unsatisfied yet. That was just me forgetting to put storage tanks for the fuel. Very silly mistake. How do I want to do this? Okay, let's do that. Oh, damn it. Okay, you know what? Before it gets out of hand. There. Yeah, not great. Oh, so it is. All right. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Might have a slightly bigger problem on my hands. Oh, boy. Yeah, I guess that'll work. But, this one, not so much. Eh. I mean, do I need that much heavy oil? I can always just... Well, because I need lubricant, right? Much to ponder. Oh, hey. Oh, it's because it's daytime. The thingy solar panels are covering the excess now. So why are you stopped? There's nothing on the way. Why does this say that there's a train? Oh. I see. I forgot to signal properly. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, I mean, I wish there was kind of like a liquid fuel boiler so that you could use oil as power production. Kind of surprised that isn't actually a thing. Because at that point you could pretty much, other than the coal for furnaces or like plastic, you could basically just do coal liquefaction for everything besides those two use cases. If you could actually burn fuel, liquid fuel for electricity. But to the best of my knowledge, there isn't one. Not without mods. And with that boiler I had in my back pocket. Oh, yeah, early solid fuel. I didn't think about that. But yeah, you could totally do that. Huh. Weird. Kind of cool. That's better. Yeah, they're all well below their maximum. Maybe I'll do another set just to be sure, though. Just to play it safe. What? Bleh. Okay, yeah, we're definitely good. But yeah, early solid fuel would be interesting. I'd have to put like a stop here for a solid fuel train to drop it off. Either that or move my boilers to be next to the stuff. But I think we're fine right now. I mean, we don't even have a complete yellow belt's worth of coal. We're only making use of like 3 drills on one side. So we're not even close to consuming this full coal belt yet. And then we have all of this to still be picked up and taken. And then we have an entire other belt that's used to refuel all the trains. Huh? Okay, no. Everything's fine. I just thought that moved kind of quickly. Yeah. Is it? I actually don't know. Solid fuel, 12 megajoules, as opposed to 4 megajoules. So yeah. Huh. How much does it take? 20 petroleum gas to make a single solid fuel. Also, vehicle acceleration 120% and top speed 105%. Coal doesn't even say that. So I guess it's default on those 100%. So it might be worth it, actually. I don't know. Solid fuel trains might actually be worth it. I'll wait until I have advanced oil processing, which means gotta do that blue science. Gotta get those advanced circuits. I gotta get green circuits then. And engines. Oh, I haven't even done those yet. Oof. Oh, that means I have to do copper wire. Oh my god, yeah. Alright, hang on. Let's go get more wall. There's still a lot before we have the ability to do blue science. Well, actually, I need to get all of the sciences set up in this base. So I need to do iron gears, copper wire, green circuits. I need to make inserters and belts, which I want to do anyways because I want to have an infinite supply of them. But yeah, we still have a long way to go before we fully dismantle this base. Not to mention rebuilding the train crafting in the train base. I think that'll be the last thing we do in terms of moving on. At that point, I'll be able to dismantle all of these. And you know what? I think I'll dismantle the starting base by using construction robots. My own personal RoboPort robots. So yeah, we only have to get through that much. And after that, logistics. Yeah, there we go. That's our little research for the future. Advanced oil processing to personal logistics. Yeah. Okay. Thinking. Right. Iron gears and copper wire. I want to set up the train stuff for that. And also green circuits. So what do I need? I need iron. Yeah. But I don't need the space for those. Yeah, everything here is at a standstill pretty much. Which is a little crazy. So yeah, let's go pick up some iron and then we'll start planning out iron gear assembly. And then we'll do copper wire and then we'll do red science, I think, just to get that. I'm going to make a lab module. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Okay, iron plates, come here. You know what? Give me that much, because I know I'm going to need a frick ton. Okay. Where do I want to put it? I kind of want to put iron gears, like, right here. Like, use up a little bit of this space, and then copper wire right here, so the train pickup can just go zoop right on over. Alright, I remove grenades. Whoopsie. Except plastic production. Yeah, plastic will probably end up going up here. Because then they can go zoop, whoop, and then zoop. So yeah, the stations will be like along here for plastic and sulfur, so they can just exit up. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna want to move these to be like... Oh. Wait, yeah. There we go. Whoa! Almost ate it. But not quite. Not yet. Yeah, let's leave the car, like, over here. Yeah, train stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna make it... Whoa. What the? Oh, interesting. So that's the easiest way it detects to get up to the steel smelting. Interesting. Alright, well, surely nothing bad will happen if I continue this along here. Here we go. Don't want to blow up the train tracks, so I'm just not gonna bother with the grenades. Ah! Aha! Nope. There we go. There we go. Nice. It's like a whole Minecraft inventory, but... You know. Always open. And there's no hotbar because the inventory is the hotbar. Neat. I guess I would rather have it over here. Ooh. That was close. Actually, in theory, I don't need that to be there. Well, I kind of do, because there's no connection here. Maybe I should fix that. Fact. Yeah. There we go. Excuse me. Now that entire connection can go away, and everything is still connected to the grid. Yes. Well, considering there's nothing complaining about no power, I'm gonna... Yeah. These two little guys are just chugging away. Well, it's a fine amount for now. Apparently I need to put a freaking satellite radar. Not a satellite. That's a different thing in this game. It's a different thing in real life too, to be honest. Woohoo! Hi. Okay. Yeah. Wait, no. I don't want... Oh, no. Oh, nuts. I just realized. Yeah, that is an incompatible rail direction. I have to make that go up to there. That is, something. Yeah. Kind of screwy, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, that distance is short enough that I don't want them to go through this junction if they can't get past the T junction. I just feel like with a 3 cargo train locomotive, that's just asking for trouble. So yeah, stop here if you can't get past the whole thing. Alright, station. Copper plate drop off. Whoa! Sorry, I had to adjust my position of keyboard because I noticed I was typing one to the right. Yeah. I don't have a copper plate train yet. Huh. Well, this will be the first, I suppose. I should have picked up some yellow belts. And some inserters, actually. Not really. I just use my car still. Americans be like. Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe I did need those big power poles coming through here anyways. I should have been crafting assembling machine 2s this whole time. Now I have to just sit around and wait. Yeah, I don't know why. Having this be the top one, or the third one. The second one up just feels right for the muscle memory that I built up. Alright. It probably will be, yeah. I don't see any particular reason to make copper wire all in its lonesome. That feels like it's just a throughput disaster waiting to happen. In which case, yeah, the position of this might not be optimal. Because if the whole point is to have the copper plate train just go right out of the exit right here, then it should be like one train's distance away. not on the other end of it. Actually, wait, that just means this could be green circuit pickup. What am I doing? I don't have to undo it. I just have to flip the inserters. Goofball. Thank you for making me question that. Genuinely. I know that was kind of an exasperated tone, but that's just because I was forgetting to breathe again. Let's do one extra just so they have definitely enough space. I'm probably going to do one wagon equals one item type, but like in the late mid game, I might reevaluate that once I actually have like blue science automated. I'll evaluate the state of the trains and see if maybe mixing items will be more efficient. Oh right, I wanted to go pick up more stuff. Dang it. I need to go pick up more steel. Okay, so... yeah, I want to go pick up belts and inserters from the starter base. I mean, yeah, the funny part is the iron plate train was already going through here to get up to the steel. So, I mean, having it come through here to drop off iron plates for the green circuits is not a problem. Ow! It's hard to tell what rocks are background and which ones are actually physically obstacles. Ugh. Yeah, I may as well just make all the inserters here fast. Loved in the early game, hated any other time. Yeah. Is it a little overkill? Yes. Do I care? Yeah, I also still know that this is wrong and it should be 3-2, not 2-1. But again, I don't care. This is a scuffed starter base. All right, now let's go get up some steel. Increase steel quantity. Whee! Nothing's gonna hit me, right? Okay. Yeah, maybe it would have made more sense to do this to the iron rather than the copper, but whatever. Huh. Interesting. That'll do. Oh. All right, back to this. Oh, yeah. Because we're not consuming the science fast enough anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So this is... Did I name this? Yeah, copper plate drop-off. So that needs to... This needs to go into copper wire assemblers. I'm going to be a little weird here. I'm going to make a belt of copper wire to wind through, maybe even 2 belts, I don't know, to wind it through the circuit assemblers because of the iron plates. Excuse me. So I think I'm actually going to do... Oh my god, why am I so burpy? I'm going to do 6 assembly 2s. Kind of like this. It's going to be a bit weird, but hold, trust the process for a second. Wait, can I cover all of that? Oh, crap. Nope, alright, hang on. Whoops. I forgot about power poles. My bad. If you use an assembler 1 for green circuits and 2 for cables, then you can have 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, yeah. Then I'll do that. So I'll have 6 assembler 1s. It'll just be a little screwy. There we go. That's better. Uh-huh. Okay, so that needs to be 1 belt longer. Big whoop. This feels like a very classic kind of Factorio shape. So yeah, we'll now have a belt of copper wire. I might want to shimmy this so that it places on the correct lane to... Hang on. $6 per second. So that's half... That's less than half of belt, so that's fine. But as soon as I throw this into the mix, it becomes 9. So yeah, I do actually need to do... I do need to bother with lane management. that make it place? Yeah, well, because they place on the far side, so that's fine. That will do what I want. Doesn't matter which side of this belt, top or bottom, it goes on, because it'll end up on the inside lane of this. So I guess I should do 8, just to try and saturate the yellow belt. I feel like that makes sense. And I'll do 8 assembler ones. Is it looking nice with direct insertion? Very. Yep. You get it. You understand me. Oh, right. I have to craft them. Ugh, crafting. I have to make more of you too. Dang it. Ugh. Whoa, hi. Whoa. There we go. And I just need to do that. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, so that should be 2 yellow belts. Just a... well, 2 yellow belts would be 30 items. So where am I missing? That's 12. Okay. So we're like 3 under. Whatever. I don't think I can make it look nice if I do that high. And I have... yeah, 6? No, I need 8. Oh, right, it consumed 2 to make the other assembler 2s. That's why. Ah, only 2 more. Okay, wait, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can do that. No, I can make that look good, actually. Hold. Yeah. No, definitely not that. Oh, there we go. So 3 of each. And then 2 more assemblers. Heh. Heh. Nope. Nope. Wait a minute. Now there's 3 going on the outside lane and 2 going on the inside lane. How is that gonna work? Huh? Because that's 9. Which would be more than half of it. Ah, yep. No, you got it. I always forget you can do that. I'm too used to stuff like Minecraft where that's just not physically possible. Oh, look at that. It even continues the cable path exactly. I think I spaced that out the same amount by accident. Like, that was not on purpose. But I just happened to... Okay, no, it's not quite right, actually. It's one closer. Whatever. It wasn't on purpose. I told you so. So let's see. If I rate calculator this, we should get 30! Yay! Yep. You were right. Okay, now I'm starting to realize I need an iron deposit station, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. But here should be fine. Actually, yeah, I feel like that makes sense. And then the distance here is fine. Okay, actually, you know what? Let me see, can I kind of eyeball the middle? I feel like that's roughly the middle. Give or take. 10 iron per second. Well, that's good. Because that means the iron plate train doesn't have to be super snappy. Alright, what's a good way to... Oh, I'm out of green circuits in my inventory. Wow. Alright, I gotta go pick some of those up. Whoop. Well, I maybe shouldn't have named the station just yet, because now he's just gonna sit there. Yeah, extremely ironic, I know. Rocks. Whoopsie. Yeah, well, whatever. It's going towards nothing in particular. Sure, I'll take a bunch of green circuits. Soon I won't even need to worry about it. I do love that there's just like 4 stations in a row here. That cannot be efficient. Yeah. Oh, I didn't go and pick up more power poles. 10 green circuits per second is amazing for that early in the game. Eh. You know what? Whatever works. This just happened to be convenient. Because I got the space, and eventually I can upgrade to have the throughput. I guess I'll just put a large power pole like that. And then... Yay! Plates. I should combine these with a splitter. There we go. One yellow belt. Yeah, there is no copper plate train, that's why. Well, if I only need 10 iron per second, I think I can get away with long-handed inserters picking up from the center belt. And then these will be the green circuit belts. Like that. And then this. Okay, so let's just do that real quick. And I'm out of regular inserters again. God damn it. So yeah, I think something like that. And then where am I? Where? There. Ah, that was the perfect distance for this belt to go. Yeah. That should put the copper wire in. Take the iron, put it onto this, and then the green circuits should be able to go like that. And then we just... Oh, damn it. Plenty of room for expansion in the future, let's say. Thank you. We'll put it there and remove that. Yeah. And then, yeah, we just copy this down. Is that right? Nope, don't need to do that. I can do this. spotted the issue. I need to go pick up more power poles after this. Yay. Okay, so really I just need to make the copper train and then we can start seeing if this works. Oh yeah, I did think so, but I wanted to have some confirmation. Full cargo inventory or 90 seconds. And then drop off empty cargo or 90 seconds. Add interrupt refuel. We should be good to go. I just need to give it, no, because I fixed the other problem. Oh yeah, they can take solid fuel. It's literally right there. Wood, coal, solid fuel. Bruh. I mean, doink. Yep, it's going to refuel. Let's watch. Whee. Can't look at the fuel tab because of it running away. But we can watch this. And that's the that's the wood taking up the other section. That's why I gave it a 30-second timer. I could honestly crank that down to like 10 or 15. Yeah, let's try 15. All right, and then it comes back and gets finishes getting its cargo inventory put up. That's gonna take a bit. I'll go do the green circuit assemblers. Yeah, I really like the look of this layout, honestly. I'm very glad that I realized I could grab the iron plates off of long inserters. Because that allows me to do this. Okay. There goes copper ore. Having just delivered some fresh ore. Ah, and whoop, here we go. Interesting, the outside lane isn't quite being filled in all the way. Maybe because it's a turn? I might have to move the belts around a little bit. Yeah, there's like a missing one every few spots. Oh well. Look, green circuits. It's working. I did it. Yay! Look at all those green circuits. My god. It's beautiful. 10 green circuits per second with no surplus or deficit. And look at that. Got ourselves a green circuit buffer coming up. Oh, oops. You know what? I am actually going to pick that up for now. For now. Actually, no, I want to keep those just because I need them. Look at that belt go. Whoa. This is like the amount of the green circuits I was producing for at the end of my last playthrough, which is kind of sad actually. Oh no, that was on a red belt though. There was this percentage of a red belt full of green circuits. So we're halfway to what was my end game amount of green circuits before. Definitely a lot better this time. And with these chests this full of iron, yeah, I definitely feel a lot more accomplished. I think partly because like the iron patch is so huenormous that I'm not gonna have to worry about moving to a new one for like most of the playthrough. And that was the biggest pain in my butt for the first one. Oh yeah, it's still the right amount of copper wire. It's actually backed up a little bit. Maybe I should put a splitter on the output. Huh. Weird quirk of Factorio. Oh, it might be because these are actually running out. It's not a full yellow lane going in. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, just for fun, I'll put a splitter on the output of this. Yeah, that looks a bit nicer. But yeah, cool circuits. Now, next would be iron gears, I suppose. Those are needed all over the place, so I will actually make full-on iron gear trains. Splitter for copper input? Oh, yeah. I can do that. Boink. There we go. Now they have both lanes. It shouldn't make too much of a difference, but it'll fill the belts up more, so. Yeah. And yeah, these are nice and balanced now. Very nice. I am so happy with how this turned out. I just conjured up that green circuit build from nothing, just on the spot. And yeah, lots of room to expand. Whoop. Nice. And if one of these is getting stuck somewhere, I can just build a different plate train and it should be fine. Yeah, red circuits are a bigger pain in the butt. But hey, I'll be building up a big backlog of green circuits to go into them. I feel like this is actually a good spot to end today's stream. We're getting closer to blue science, but we're not there yet. We've got petroleum, we've got green circuits. I just need to do gears, and then do red science with the gears and the copper plates. And then I need to do green circuits, gears, and iron plates to make inserters. And then make belts. and make green science with that. Yeah, it's the production time. So I just need to make a lot of red circuit assemblers so that they can cover for each other in terms of downtime. So yeah, that'll be interesting, but yeah, for now I feel like this is a good spot to end. Next week will be the push for blue science and advanced oil processing and eventually robots. See ya.